Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Romatul Fardani Maulidia. I'm from the History Study Program and my ID number is 124231028. Okay, here I will explain material about the Renville Agreement. So, do you know what the Renville Agreement is? Okay, what is the Renville Agreement? Also known as the Renville Peace Agreement, was a diplomatic accord signed on January 17, 1948 between the Republic of Indonesia and the Netherlands. The agreement was named after the U.S. Navy ship USS Renville, where the negotiation took place. The Renville Agreement marked a temporary ceasefire and sought to address ongoing conflict between the Indonesian nationalists and Dutch forces. Here is a comprehensive overview of the Renville Agreement. First, background of the Renville Agreement. The background into two parts among others. It's number one, a post-World War II period. Following the end of World War II, Indonesia declared its independence from Dutch colonial rule on August 17, 1945. And following the post-World War II period and the Renville Agreement, the relationship between Indonesia and the Netherlands remained tense. The Dutch launched a military aggression on July 21, 1947, known as the First Dutch Military Aggression, Agresi Militer 1. This aggression led to instability in Indonesia. And sparked international protest. And the number two, Dutch attempt to reassert control. The Dutch, seeking to regain control over their former colony, launched military offensives against the newly proclaimed Republic of Indonesia. And the Netherlands attempted to reassert its influence in Indonesia through actions such as the first and second Dutch military aggression after the Renville Agreement. They sought to regain political and economic control in the region, leading to further conflict and tension between Indonesia and the Netherlands. Next, point 2, international mediation of the Renville Agreement. International mediation of the Renville Agreement into two parts, among others, a United Nations involvement. The United Nations, or UN, was not directly involved in the Renville Agreement. However, the events surrounding it contributed to dissatisfaction among UN members and played a role in Indonesia's election as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council in 1973. The UN later played a significant role in supporting Indonesia's independence. Number 2, USS Renville as the venue. USS Renville was a U.S. Army transport ship used as the venue for the signing of the Renville Agreement on January 17, 1948. The signing took place on board the ship in the port of Jakarta, Indonesia. So next, point 3 is key provision of the Renville Agreement. Key provision of the Renville Agreement into three parts, among others, is number 1, ceasefire. The main provision of the ceasefire agreement in the Renville Agreement was the establishment of the Van Mook Line, which served as a demarcation line dividing the areas controlled by Indonesian and Dutch military forces. The ceasefire created a prolonged period of tension between the two parties. And the number 2, temporary demarcation line. The temporary demarcation line in the Renville Agreement is known as the Van Mook Line. This line delineated the division of territories between Indonesia and the Netherlands, marking their respective temporary boundaries as specified in the agreement. And the number 3, Joint Monitoring Committee. The Joint Monitoring Committee is a body formed as part of the Renville Agreement in 1948. This agreement is a pact between Indonesia and the Netherlands that redefined the relation following the Indonesian War of Independence. The Joint Monitoring Committee is tasked with monitoring the implementation of the agreement and resolving disputes between the two parties. Through this agreement, both countries aim to archive, fix, and resolve existing conflict. Next, point 4, issues and controversies. Issues and controversies of the Renville Agreement into two parts, among others, is number 1, differing interpretation. The different interpretation in the issues and controversy of the Renville Agreement arose when Indonesia and the Netherlands had divergent understanding regarding the provision of the agreement. One source of controversy was the interpretation of territorial boundaries on the island of Java, leading to disputes between the two parties. Indonesia and the Netherlands had differing views on the implementation and consequence of the agreement, resulting in disagreement and tension. Number 2, inclusion of Renville Island. Renville Island became a point of controversy in the issue surrounding the Renville Agreement between Indonesia and the Netherlands. The agreement stated that the island will be a natural zone, but there was disagreement in its interpretation and implementation. Disputes arose regarding the status and sovereignty over Renville Island, leading to tension between two countries. So next, point 5, post-Renville developments of the Renville Agreement. Post-Renville developments into two parts, among others, is number 1, resumption of hostilities. Despite the Renville Agreement, hostilities resumed in the following years, with both sides accusing each other of violating the terms. After the Renville Agreement, the relationship between Indonesia and the Netherlands did not progress smoothly. Several factors, including differing interpretation of the agreement, political tension, and conflicting territorial claims, led to a resurgence of hostility. This ultimately contributed to the outbreak of the Dutch military aggression I in 1947, which was a significant episode in the Indonesia-Netherlands conflict. Number 2, Roundtable Conference. The Renville Agreement laid the groundwork for the later Roundtable Conference, or RTC, in 1949, which ultimately led to the recognition of Indonesia independence by the Dutch. And the Round Table Conference was a diplomatic meeting held in 1949 in The Hague, Netherlands. This meeting involved representatives from Indonesia and the Netherlands to discuss the future of Indonesia after the recognition of its independence. The agreements reached during the Roundtable Conference led to international recognition of Indonesia's sovereignty, ending the conflict and marking the conclusion of Dutch colonial rule in Indonesia. Point 6. Legacy of the Renville Agreement. Legacy of the Renville Agreement into two parts, among others, is number 1, symbol of international diplomacy. The Renville Agreement is considered a symbol of early international attempts to mediate conflict during Indonesia's struggle for independence. The international diplomatic symbol in the legacy of the Renville Agreement can be found in the effort to peacefully resolve the conflict between Indonesia and the Netherlands. The agreement laid the foundation for diplomatic relations between the two countries and contributed to ending a past of conflict. Despite controversies and tension, the agreement marked a significant step toward understanding and cooperation between Indonesia and the Netherlands. And number 2, contributing to further diplomacy. While the Renville Agreement did not bring a lasting resolution, it contributed to the diplomatic process that eventually led to the recognition of Indonesian sovereignty. The of the Renville Agreement contributed to further diplomacy between Indonesia and the Netherlands by establishing a foundation for the relationship between the two countries. While the agreement did not completely end the conflict, it provided a basis for further negotiation, ultimately leading to the Roundtable Conference. In the end, these agreements recognize Indonesia's sovereignty and paved the way for the establishment of more positive diplomatic relations. Next, conclusion. Conclusion of the Renville Agreement into 4 parts, among others. The first, territorial division. The agreement establishes the division of territory in Indonesia between Dutch and Indonesian forces. This division is based on the Van Mook Line, resulting in Indonesian forces withdrawing from several areas they had previously controlled. The number 2, recognition of Indonesian sovereignty. Despite placing some areas under Dutch control, the agreement recognized the de facto sovereignty of Indonesia. It marks the initial steps toward the full recognition of Indonesian sovereignty in the future. And the number 3, status of West Irian or Papua. The Renville Agreement does not address the status of West Irian or now Papua, and this issue becomes a source of conflict in later years. The resolution of West Irian's status occurred in 1962 through the New York Agreement involving the United Nations, giving rise to the UN Temporary Executive Authority or UNTEA operation. And number 4, implementation of ceasefire. The agreement agrees to a ceasefire between Indonesia and the Netherlands, halting the battles that had taken place in the preceding years. The Renville Agreement played a pivotal role in the complex diplomatic and military developments during the Indonesian National Revolution, marking a temporary pause in the hostilities and contributing to the eventual acknowledgement of Indonesia's independence by the Netherlands. Renville Agreement is number 1, the formation of the United States of Indonesia or RIS immediately. And number 2, the Republic of Indonesia is a constituent state within the RIS. And number 3, The Netherlands retains control over the entire Indonesia until the formation of the RIS. And number 4, the Indonesian territories recognized by the Netherlands are only Central Java, Yogyakarta, and Sumatra. And number 5, the Indonesian and Dutch spheres of influence are spared by a demarcation line known as the Van Hook Line. Number 6, Indonesian troops are withdrawn from areas under Dutch control or West Java and East Java. And number 7, the United States of Indonesia, Netherlands will be established with the head being the Dutch king. And number 8, a plebiscite or similar referendum will be held to determine the right of territories within the RIS. And number 9, or last, general election will be held to from the Constituent Assembly of the RIS. So next, and hopefully it is useful and successful for all of us. And thank you. Bye.